Greetings, friends. Bentley, Too Damn Many Projects, and I'm going to shut this down here in a minute, but I wanted to go over some things. 131 degrees on that fan. That's great. 406 degrees on the exhaust pipe. You can't really see it, but it's there. And what's coming out of the bucket is not that much. What's coming out of here, that's delightful. 200 degrees for all practical purposes. So what I'm going to do, because I got to introduce you to a couple of things we've done here and what the next steps are. We have the key fob, okay, and the beauty of the key fob is all you have to do is push the thing, and now we are beginning the process of shutting down. It has to get rid of the heat before it'll shut down. But as it's getting rid of the heat, and as we are shedding all this heat, I'm going to tell you a couple things that are coming in the next video and what's changed on this video. Right now, instead of a battery charger, jump box, it's not here. There is a power supply. You would use something like this on a motorhome, and it's basically plug it into the wall, 12 volt power supply. I haven't tidied the wires. I just took it up to check, see what it's doing. I need to put a fuse in there. Don't even remind me of that. I have one over here, but that doesn't do much good over here, right? So that's hooked up to the battery. That's keeping things going. I got some of this stuff. Okay, and that's not rattlesnake in a roll, okay? That's actually some heat fabric to wrap around this pipe, because I want to get all this heat in the bucket, not out of the bucket, okay? Trying to keep it efficient is, trying to get the heat to go where we need it most, okay? I know it's shedding in the room, but I want to blow it around. Couple things are going to happen. Obviously, you can see where it's going out the wall, okay? You can see daylight over there. Wow. We can also see that the bucket's lower, and the idea of this is for the bucket to be higher so that any moisture will come dripping out. So our next improvement is going to be adding a couple more 4x4s here, which should lift it up pretty much level with it. Now, something that dawned on me, I know there's a little vent in it, but I can point it down and that's a moisture vent. I'm going to put the muffler in the bucket. I'm going to make the pipe tighter inside. I'm going to make it more towards the center. There's some of it touching the bucket, so I'm going to revamp that. I'm going to dump all the sand out into another bucket, and then what I'm going to do is organize it inside a little better, wrap it up, try to wire it together with a little baling wire so that it's not touching the sides. Have a little bit more control over it. Like I said, put the muffler inside. I don't think it'll have anything to do with quieting it down. The noise is mostly the air intake on this thing. But I'll get back here and do some sweeping and vacuuming, some housekeeping, and clean up the area a little bit more. I found an interesting device the other day. I found a mount for this thing that has pegboard on it, or the adapters for pegboard. So I could literally put it up here and then mount the heater to it. The drawback is it has to go the other direction because the exhaust pipe's on that side. But we can deal with that. But the beauty of it is, I'll stand back and let you see this because you get a perspective of what's going on. The bucket is low on the exhaust side and it needs to be higher. So 2 more 4x4s and it'll be where we want it. I'm going to dump out all the sand, revamp the pipes, put the muffler on the inside. I'm going to put an insulator around the hot pipe as it comes out of the furnace, because that sucker, 400 degrees, it'll blister skin. So, and then that's going to have to be lifted up too. But that was always the intention. Where it's sitting right now is merely for convenience. But we keep moving forward. Like I said, power supply. We got the stability of a battery. I can run it straight on the power supply. But that's kind of immaterial at this point. The whole system is just, really dialed in. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm eventually going to turn around. I'm going to make a cart type arrangement for it, so it can be moved around and used in other places. But one of the things that's going to happen is it's going to get a nice solar panel on it, so that when it's sitting in the light, it'll charge the battery also. There's a multitude of ways of doing this. This is shore power doing it. This is 120 at the outlet that's charging this battery, that's running this. And the idea is not to be on the grid. The idea of this thing is to literally grab the energy that's needed to flip this thing around, grab it from the air, from the light. The only thing we're going to be providing that's a commercial thing, that's a necessity, will be the diesel fuel. And this is about 2.5 hours worth of use. So I haven't even used I've used about, that's a quart. So I'd say 3/4 of a quart for almost 3 hours. I think. Yeah, pretty much 3 hours. It's not bad. But the point that of this exercise is to be self-contained. When it's installed at the house, I will probably have somewhere around 500 to 1,000 gallons of diesel fuel stored up, and it's red diesel. It's not the stuff in the pump, so it's $3.50, and we'll just we'll buy 5 here and 5 there and fill up the big tank, and we'll have shielded insulated fuel lines, and it's going to be pumped up to a manifold, and then we can draw off of that instead of each pump sucking from the tank. It's going to be fed, and there'll be a float mechanism that'll stop the flow of fuel. So I've got an idea of what to do. The laundry room is going to look rather unique. It's going to be different, and the furnace is not going to be like anything you've ever seen, because we got some interesting stuff. But the radiators will go in there, and the furnace will pull the heat from the radiators through it, and we'll run it as a air handler. And I'll draw it out for you. I got to do more with it, but this is just a kind of a quickie to let you know where we're at. So next time we'll wrap the pipe, move this stuff up, make it look more practical. And thanks for watching. This is Bentley from Too Damn Many Project with another damn project, and have a great day. Bye-bye.